Hey everybody, Casey Nelson here, and today we're doing the very first Sivir guide. It's going to be part 1 of 4, and since her recent rework, she's become more of a viable champion, especially with her ultimate, and I used to play her Season 1 quite a bit, so I'm really glad she has come into the forefront because I think she's an amazing champion, and I'll go ahead and pass on the tips and tricks I've learned while I've played, over a few hundred games with her and have her carry me to Diamond where I'm at now. So hopefully we can learn from her and see how it goes. So we'll go over the runes here, and pretty basic setup. Physical damage reds, I go armor yellows, and then for blues I go a split. Half of them are magic resist per level blues, and the other half are mana regen blues. And as for quints, I go 2 lifesteal quints and then 1 physical damage quint, and that way I have an ability to stay in lane and I don't have to go back to the base as often. And then on the blues, I don't need the magic resist right away in lane, but I can benefit from the mana regen in lane because I can spam my abilities more often. So we'll go ahead and keep it like that. Feel free to switch it up, but I think this is a good setup. Now for Masters, I do 21-9-0, especially with Sivir. Her auto attack range is really short, so having the extra armor from hardiness and the extra health will definitely help us out. And her E does give us mana back, so we do have a way to get some mana regen that way. 21 in offense tree, 2 out of 2 in butcher, and 1 out of 1 in destruction is kind of the only deviation from the standard. A lot of people like to go havoc in for 3 points, but I prefer to be better at last hitting and do more damage to turrets because Sivir is very good at pushing lanes with her ability set. Spells wise, we go flash because all ADCs should get flash. You just need a way to get out of a bad situation or jump into a fight if the rare occasion calls for it. And then barrier or cleanse is really the only other option I would choose, and it just depends on their team composition. Looking at their team, cleanse wouldn't be a horrible pick. They do have some CC with Lux and Ari and Renekton, but I typically like to go barrier unless I have a really, really good reason not to. So go ahead and do that. And one of the reasons I love Sivir is she's really good at pushing. She can take down creep waves really fast, and she has pretty good burst with her Q. And her W does have a lot of range because it can bounce between all minions or all people inside of a team fight. So her damage output can be pretty high. One of her cons, I would say, is her lack of attack range. So getting through laning phase is going to be a bit of a challenge, especially against a Caitlyn. But we do have our E, which we can use on traps or Caitlyn's Q, that will block that damage and give us mana back, so we can keep her at bay while spamming our abilities. But the main thing about Sivir that makes her so strong is her ultimate. Basically, it gives everybody a huge burst of run speed for the 4 seconds, and then for the 6 seconds after, they get about 20% movement speed. So we'll go over her abilities once we get in, but just know that she's really good with an auto attack team. Lee Sin, Renekton, Riven, those are really good champions with her. Ziggs not so much, but having that burst with Annie to get that stun off is going to be really nice. So we have a pretty good team comp, and just having that ability to chase down an enemy team or use her ultimate to get out of a bad situation can also be very helpful as well. So we're just going to farm up, wait for a jungle gank. We'll see if we can't get some early pressure and get some kills, but we're just going to play Sivir the best we can and see what we can do here. So inside the loading screen, I like to kind of plan how the team fights are going to go. With them having Fiddlesticks jungle, we need to make sure that all of the crevices are warded correctly. And then really, they have an Ari that can jump to me, but again, I have my spell shield, which can block any incoming charms. So we just got to position ourselves correctly and then bust out the ultimate and let Lee Sin and Panda Annie do their thing. So we should be in good position. Caitlyn, does have the bigger auto attack range, but we can, harass with our Q and our W. So we'll see how it goes down. But this is preseason for season 4, so we'll see how this game goes, and obviously things will change once we get into season 4. Alright, back in action. First item we get is Dorn's Blade. That's our standard ADC item. It gives us health, attack damage, and a little bit of life steal. That way we can stay inside the lane and we don't have to go shop as often. So when you start out, usually we go help red if our jungler wants that. We have a sweet Elise Victorious skin. And go over her skill set real quick. So her passive is Fleet of Foot. Whenever you hit an enemy champion with an ability or an attack, and keyword there is ability, you get 50 movement speed for 2 seconds. So if you hit them with an ability like your Q or your W for the first time, then you get a little bit of movement speed. So it does help you chase down enemy champs, in a team fight, or it can help you get away, just depending on your situation. So it's pretty nice. Her main damage source is her Q. It's a boomerang blade. You throw it out, it comes back to you, and it does damage to each enemy hit on the way out and in. It does less damage the more people it hits, but if you hit it like on a single target inside of a fight, it can do quite a bit of damage. So her W is Ricochet. Once you press W, her next 3 attacks will bounce to the nearest target. And the beautiful thing that they changed on it is there's no limit. So if there's 1,000 minions that are close enough to each other, it's going to hit all 1,000. So you can see the boomerang go back and forth. And so once we throw down a team fight, we want to make sure we activate that W so we bounce all of our attacks to additional people. It just does more damage. E is her spell shield. We'll level that once at level 3. It doesn't cost any mana, which is a great change, and it blocks an incoming spell on her and gives back, 60 mana, and that mana amount goes up the more leveled it is. So it's a good way to just block incoming spells and save Sivir's butt from time to time. And then we'll go over her ultimate here in a second. So again, we know Caitlyn has stronger range than us, so I'm okay with just kind of hanging out here and just farming. And we'll just get that life steal back up. Alright, so if we can survive this lane and not take too much damage and stay even in CS, that's going to be a victory right there, just because Caitlyn should be using her advantage. And Annie does have her stun, so as soon as she stuns, we can use Q and you get basically quite a bit of free damage down. So we're going to look for Annie to stun and do some dupes. And we can use our E on Caitlyn's traps for some free mana once we level it at level 3. So again, we'll just harass a little bit. We got these minion waves that are kind of in our way, so alright, looks like she's queuing me that she wants to go in. Let's throw down the Q. Again, we're just kind of waiting on the Annie stun. We're not going to be impatient. We're just going to wait. I think Annie was waiting to... She wants to get her stun up. That's why she's using her Q. So we'll get that E down. Activate W. And you can see the amount of damage that gets thrown down. And we'll just back out. Again, she's going to be really low. The nice thing about her W is... Oh, and Annie wants to flash. I don't want to fight yet. The nice thing about her W is it resets the auto attack timer. So right when you auto attack and you press W, you get to attack again really quick and just delivers more damage. So again, as you can see, I'm gonna go up to it. E. Oh. Whoops. And you almost got the kill. There we go. That works. And I'm so low, I need to get out. So, if you go over trap, make sure you actually do use your spell shield. That way, it blocks it. But I'm gonna get out, buy Vamp Scepter, a couple health pots, we'll go 3. And you can see Caitlyn's pushing for the CS to get that CS out of my way. Not much I can do there. We did get the kill, and we're only down 9 CS, which isn't too bad. So, and he stalls Caitlyn a bit, which isn't too bad. It'll allow us to farm a little bit before she gets back in lane. So Again, only down 9 CS. We'll get all of this, so we'll be in a good spot. Again, I'm going to show you this. When you auto attack and you press W right after, you see how it kind of went a lot faster. So again, it's a kind of a cool tool to use when you are need to pump out a little bit more DPS. And our ultimate, once you hit level 6, once we activate the ultimate, for 10 seconds we all get movement speed boost. The first 4 seconds it's quite a bit more than the last 6 seconds. And then whenever we use W and we have R leveled, we have an additional attack speed. So Sivir gains 40% attack speed while her ultimate is leveled. So that's amazing. We'll just push this. I'll E that Q. So how I did that. Get some mana back. Alright, so. And another way to harass is you can W and you can see this boomerang bounce all the way. Look how far away I am from them, but it's hitting both of them. So, you know, if they're running away and you're not close to them, but there's like a minion chain, you can use W on the minion chain, have it bounce to them. So, something to think about. If you want to clear a wave, just go up to it, auto W, and you can just see it bounce and hit them. So, there's only, I can't even talk. It's only leveled 1 point, so it's not going to do a ton of damage right now, but as you get more items and more damage, it doesn't, I'll E that, you see there. You're just looking for opportunities to get your mana back. And that's an easy way to do it. Just E whatever spell they use. And that takes a little bit of time to learn. That's okay. Again, if you want to just W right after, get the auto attack, timer done. And we just push the lane against Caitlyn, which if Caitlyn's getting pushed on, she's not as effective as if she's the one doing the pushing. So, W, we're going to E that. And that was, I'm not level 6 yet. Oh, I'm close. So, I do have my ultimate. Oh, she's getting hit. That's okay. I have ultimate, which is a huge burst. So I'm gonna look to ultimate here, and then Annie's stun, and then we just pump out my DPS. Okay. I'm gonna E out. So that wasn't too bad. Oh, we're getting back. So she stunned the weak target. Again, if you boomerang just a single target, it is a ton of damage. And I E'd on the way out just in case Fid tried to flash fear me or something like that. So just know that's like in your back pocket to have that spell shield up and use it as a protection. I see Fiddle up there. I'm just gonna roam up there. Maybe I can get there. Maybe we try and do something. Always be watching your minimap to try and make a play. So we almost have enough for BS Sword, which we're gonna build Bloodthirster first, and we'll just farm this here, and we're in a good spot. So happy so far. The performance. I didn't see the trap, otherwise I would have eaten it. Sure. So E doesn't cost any mana, just remember that. So if you're out of mana, you can just kind of, boop. See that? Okay, that's just back. I am I have enough for a Q. Oh, wow. So you just saw how much damage, the Q did, as well as Annie's burst. So good stuff, Annie. MB. So again, if you can get a single target boomerang hit, it is huge. I'm too passive. I'm sorry. I'm trying to talk and play at the same time. I'm gonna say anytime you have stun up, go for it. So also all alt. So what I'm gonna do, since again we have this huge burst of speed, and if Annie has her stun up, I just need Annie to get in range of her stun. So I'll alt give Annie that movement speed boost, and she can stun Caitlyn, and the rest should be history. If Caitlyn tries to net me, I'm gonna E. So look at her, she only has 1 Pyro Blast available, or Pyromania, so she needs 4, so it's not ready yet. But again, if Caitlyn like tries to E and use her net on me to slow me, I can just use Spell Shield. So I'm gonna W, make sure that's up. I'm giving at least that speed boost. I'm gonna E. I'm gonna flash out. I'm gonna Spell Shield. Oh! Q was up! I was trying to get back and forth. Whew. Hopefully they can. Oh, everybody's bottom. Everybody's supposed to pop. Oh, that's a great snare. She can get that ultimate. Man, that is just so close. Well, alright. That works. I don't have enough for BF Sword, or excuse me, Bloodthirster, but I have enough for Boots too, so I'm gonna go ahead and go with that. And next time back, I'll have 850 gold to get that Bloodthirster. So 3-1-1 CS wise. Are we keeping up with Caitlyn? We're down only 11, so that's not bad at all. And I think we're okay. So I'll go ahead and push this tower. One thing you gotta get used to is knowing when to ult, and then also her W. When you played her before, her W was only 1 ricochet, but it did more attack damage. What you have to remember is, for W now, you don't get extra attack on the next ricochet, it just has the ability to bounce. So if you W, notice how it bounce. Boop, it bounces. So I get 40% attack speed whenever my W is active. So even if you haven't used your ult, just the fact that you're level 6, every time W's up, you get attack speed for the next basically 3 hits. So it's a good amount of DPS boost. We're gonna buy ward, always buy wards, you guys. Vision is key. And if we can know when we're getting ganked, what's going on, that's gonna help you win a lot of battles. So, or avoid losing them, I should say. So again, if we are super far away from them, but we want to harass, so we just W. Notice how it's hitting them, and I'm pretty far away. And we're gonna dragon. Objectives are just so important in this game. They give you the whole team gold. I'm just gonna burst it down here. I have my ultimate. Activate W. Let's stay with the team. And let's get out. Let's get out. And we're just trying to. Annie's dead. We know Annie's dead. And we're just gonna come back. We're gonna retreat. We're gonna, take dragon. We took that. We're happy. Oh, Annie, I'm coming. Okay, cool. I'm gonna push this here. I saw Fiddle right here, which scares me a little bit. However, I think we can take this turret. So W only costs 40 mana, so you'd be okay with using it quite a bit, because with the mana regen setup that we've done, you get that mana back really quick, and that extra DPS from the attack speed boost helps us push towers down quite a bit. So alright. Had a good fight there. Bloodthirster time. And again, wards, health pot. So we don't really have an objective bottom lane right at the moment, right? We have dragon down, we have tower down. Our team's got a good amount of gold. So we'll take this minion here, and we'll just kind of see what the team wants to do. Ideally, mid turret, top turret, take those down. And, again, we're only down 9 CS. So we're staying with Caitlyn. Our kills are higher. Attack, W. Every time W's up, remember, auto, W right away. And then boop, boomerang to be a baddie. Alright. Let's say just always be talking with your team. You want to know what's going on at all times. It's a good ward there. We have dragon warded. I like to have Tribush and dragon warded. Again, W if you want to reach everybody. Notice how it bounces to every single thing. It's a beautiful thing. So you want to look where their jungler's at. Fiddle's top, so we're completely safe, just kind of basically just farming here. Notice how this boomerang is just going. We're completely out of range. Oh, we'll E and get that mana back. You know, we're out of range of Caitlyn, but our W allows it to bounce from minion to minion and hit her, which is awesome. Basically like free her ass. Now we can R. Oh, come on. We're gonna ult, hopefully get Caitlyn. Coming around, around. Ooh. That's okay. I'm okay with this. It does a lot of damage. So she's. Hope we get that off. Ultimate's up. I'm gonna E. I'm gonna W. I'm gonna get out. So, you know, that's a spot to learn from, to pick an engagement a little better. I would have wanted to go all the way around with Annie, and well, we engaged on Lux. But, you know, they had fit there, and, you know, sometimes you just don't have the best engagements, but, you know, we're 4-2-3. We're doing well with CS, and I'm fine. So, we go static. We're going to go static Shiv next, and we build Zeal, and then we build static Shiv. So, Fizz is being a beast. We're gonna mid tower's down, bottom tower's down, and top is down. So we'll see if we can help save our own mid and just wait for Dragon to come back up. So again, where's W the minion wave? It's gonna hit them. No. Let's say 30 on ult. Because with Annie's stun, we can just ultimate and she can catch up. Until then, just wait. Notice how it's gonna bounce, baby, bounce. Maybe not. We do have wards up. You know, we have 2 wards to burn through here. Need 4. My ultimate is up. So Fiddle's right there. So what do we do against the Fiddle? We ward. That's all we do. If you have vision on Fiddle, he becomes very useless. Oh, I see you, Fid. I see you, Fid. Alright, let's go, team. Let's go, team! And we can just push this turret. I'm okay with that. As soon as we see Fid ult, then we can R and just get our team ready to go. Make sure R here, E. Oh, thought we might have done the burst down. And my ultimate's still going. Look at the movement speed boost we're getting. Maybe we can catch Fid. And let's go back mid because they're weak. So if we take that mid tower, they're gold for us, and that's going to be a winning engagement, right? We didn't get a kill, but remember to W on the tower because of the attack speed boost. Come on, guys, just tower, tower, tower. That seems a beast. Okay, remember to activate W. Get that boomerang going. We got that. There we go. And Dragon's up. Dragon's up. I don't know if we'll be able to actually take it. See if we can't go help our team here again. I don't like that engagement, so I'm just going to get out. But I do see Lee Sin coming. Remember our passive, if we hit him with an ability, we get that movement speed as well. So we're just keeping an eye out, making sure they don't dragon. I'm going to come back around. Looks like they are going to be going to dragon. So I'm just going to keep an eye out. 20 seconds on my ultimate. And we can kind of just play this, you know. Just be a little bit cheeky. Lee Sin's in there, so let's, you know, just collapse. Don't get too crazy. gonna activate W. I do have ultimate up. I'm just gonna get out. I'm just gonna ultimate out. It's not worth it at this point. We just have, yeah, we're just too low. I see you, Elise. I see you, but man, Elise, you are insane. Yeah, don't feed, don't feed. Why? There comes a point where you just gotta let Dragon go. So, either way though, we still have a good amount of money coming in. And we're still fine. We are still fine. Alright. Alright, here we are. Get some wards again. Health pots. So, we're down in kills, but we're not down that much in gold. And our team fight is, I think, better. If I just get a good ultimate off, and he can get in there with that movement speed, ultimate, and everybody just goes bonkers. So that's going to be what we're waiting on. CS-wise is down a little bit, but we'll get this wave here. Catch up. I like static shift because it helps Sivir push even more, and the extra mag damage is pretty handy. Alright. Gonna help the team. Ultimate's up, so I can rush in there. Let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna ultimate just to give the team that burst again. Going for the weak targets. And we're getting out. Some insane fighting going on. Stay on the squishies if you can. I'm gonna boomerang that. Bust it out. There we go. I have my E up now. I don't have flash though. I'm gonna try and get to a minion that will bounce. The W will bounce off the minion to them. Nope. Smart Sivir. So notice how I want to bounce off the minion and hit her, but wasn't meant to be. So. Oh, yes! Nice! Fiddle's back up. I'm gonna get out of here. Fiddle scares me. And we'll go farm this here. So, again, decent fight. You know, we charged in, we didn't see an opportunity to do a lot of damage, so we backed out, and we just kinda stayed there. So, we'll get this farm going down. Next time we'll get his last Whisper. Fiddle's top, so we're safe pushing this bottom here. If Fiddle wasn't, and I couldn't see Fiddle, I would be scared that, you know, Fiddle's coming to kill me, but... Alright, let's just get out. Keep the lane push, Fiddle's still top. And we're okay, we got a tower out of it, we got a couple kills. We're only down, we've only lost one tower, so that's great. Ultimate's up. Again, we're going to try and do the same thing, is position ourselves correctly, ultimate so Annie can get a good stun off of. And then Ziggs can just clean up with the damage he's doing. Ziggs is pretty fed, so. Okay, so my whole idea is to speed up Annie. Oh, see that? I'm gonna ultimate. I'm gonna stay with the team. And just put down the DPS. Stay in the back. W. I'm gonna boomerang. Perfect. So, Lee Sin's being a beast. I'm gonna take this mana here. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, save her! Oh, sorry, Annie. So if we just focus on this inhib right here, again, we're going to use W to get our attack speed boost going. Perfect. So let's just go bottom. We'll try and get that tower. We'll just put, we'll lay down a kind ward here, and one here. Vision is key, as we all know. I think my team is fighting. I love my team. Okay, we'll just push this. We're just going for the tower. I mean, my team gets survived, so that's good. Almost got Kate. It's not worth it to stay unless... Oh! Nice, Fizz. Or... Ziggs, not Fizz. That was quite impressive. I'm impressed by that. That was teamwork right there. Alright, so next stage we do have mid inhib down. So that's important to know that once you have that mid inhib down, then you can really focus on, let's see, we want damage. We're gonna go IE next. You could go defensive item. I'm feeling rather saucy. You could go GA. Now that mid inhib is down, mid is gonna push and they'll have to bring somebody back to defend it. So now that we know that they have to at least, you know, have someone back or at least kind of be aware of that, we are allowed to go top or bottom and they'll have to bring somebody to help that. So at the very least we'll have a 45 in our favor. However, again, we're going to Q him, auto and then W, maximize that DPS. And again, it's a pretty short cooldown, so auto, W, and then Q's him. So that's good stuff. Of course, we love our ultimate. We're gonna just ultimate in, boomerang, and we're pretty fast still. I mean, we still have. I'm gonna E as we go in there. I'm gonna boomerang to get that movement speed boost. I'm gonna just hide in here. W. I have flash, and we'll keep going. And there's Caitlyn. Oh. And let's just finish this. We're just going to finish this right here. Not chase. Realize that we've just killed 4 of them. They're not going to be able to stop our push. So we W on these towers for the maximized DPS on them. And notice how it's an 80% attack speed boost while Ricochet is active once my ultimate's level 3. So it's quite nice. So I mean, that's it, guys. That is, you know, a pretty typical Sivir game where her main advantage is in a group fight, but she does have quite a bit of DPS with her boomerang and W. So, of course, pick up the pack Sivir skin if you can. It's one of my favorites. But if you liked what you saw, go ahead and please subscribe and like. If you have any questions, please, you know, message me. Check out my Facebook. Message me. I'm always answering questions. So, I'll put up the other parts 2, 3, and 4 as I get through with them. But I hope you liked them. I think Sivir is an amazing champion, especially with her team fight capability. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Talk to you later. Bye.